The point of me writing my poetry in sidewalk chalk, there's a little bit of remains right here. The point of it is it's not supposed to live forever. The good people that work for the city of Neenah, I saw their red truck here this morning and they beat me to the punch. I had my steel brushes. I had my nail polish remover with acetone. I was specifically going to target one dose of graffiti that, well, kind of hit me harder than most. You got to start somewhere when there's a problem. If you really want to take care of a big problem, usually you got to take it out a little bit at a time. So I was going to erase the expletive above the word Neenah cops. So there would be a blank space there for me to write thank you in sidewalk chalk. Now, not everything was painted over. And this is the one thing that is going to remain under this bridge. So as long as Mr. Grrrr has breath, and as long as Mr. Grrrr has sidewalk chalk and plenty of hydration, I didn't know how long it was going to take me to scrub that word off with a brush and acetone. So I brought plenty to drink today. The memorial to Keith. Now, I made a promise to the city that, Mr. Grrrr is going to try to prevent a homeless United States Marine from dying under a bridge again in our town. If I would have taken my brush and my acetone and my elbow grease, it might have taken me hours and hours and hours to get rid of the F word that was written in this area. I told you that one was okay. Did they get I wonder if they got the big phallus that was on one of the ceilings. Maybe, maybe not. But I want to make good on that promise. Now, we got paint covering up the problem here underneath the bridge. And one of the best pieces of advice that Mr. Grrrr can give anyone is do not cover up your problems. I do not think covering up the graffiti is going to solve the problem. It'll be back. There's no doubt about that. And when it comes back, well, hopefully people start writing with chalk again instead of writing with spray paint. Because if the city came up to me right there and said, Mr. Grrrr, we don't like what you're doing with your sidewalk chalk on the walls of the bridge, well, all I need is the water and I can take care of it in 2-3 minutes. In my experience, government is really good at covering up problems and not always that great at solving the problems and making them go away. There's a lot of angry young people in the world, and they'll find their way back here and they will take their spray paint and express that anger, that frustration upon the walls of the world. How are we going to solve that problem? Well, you leave that to Mr. Grrrr. The world needs to see that kindness has no limits. Jo-Ann Fabrics. There's a trigger or a connection in my neurons that involves the television show Family Guy and a sweet lady that works at the food pantry at St. Thomas. Yeah. And it's Jo-Ann Fabrics. I've been in a Jo-Ann Fabrics more than once in my life, that's for sure. And today we have a big box of personal hygiene supplies. We got some for the kids, we got some for the ladies, we got some for everybody. The one thing that the pantry at St. Thomas said they were sorely missing was hygiene supplies. So Mr. Grrr's got his box loaded up, and he's going to take it and walk it to St. Thomas. That'll be a good workout. And hopefully I got some chalk in my fanny pack right here. Got to make sure to keep that in the middle of the back so I don't get more sciatica. But there's a poem that's in my head, and hopefully I'll be able to share that with the people that come for a little bit of nourishment, friendship, conversation, and most of all, kindness. Now, the thing that's been on my mind the most is not which of these smells the best. It's, is it appropriate to put the Kindness Has No Limit logo on these bottles of body wash? I think so. There's a lady that saved my life. That's my beautiful wife. So I just want to show the world that my wife and I, we give kindness unconditionally. And I think it's a good example for the world to see. So if, for whatever reason, the people at St. Thomas are like, yeah, and peel all those stickers off, good news is I have a box with a lot more. For Susan.